Hello, my sweet babies. Your girl is back, and I'm here. We got another series of the TikTok series, okay? This one is all about, we're back on the Ouija board. Yes, we got to talk about it because I found a couple of other people who have experienced the using of a Ouija board and effing around and finding out that the spiritual realm is not what you want. Don't play with it, okay? Don't play with it. Your girl is back, and we about to get into this series. I'm gonna do the song because I know how y'all are when it comes to the Diva song, honey. We're gonna do it first. Y'all gonna sing it with me. Let's get into it. I am the diva, you heard about me. About to give you a reading, come listen to me. I'm a diva, I'm a diva. That's my intro. If you like it, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video, let everybody know that your girl is here and I ain't going nowhere. It's been a couple of days, but I know y'all miss me. I love y'all too, okay? But anyway, I am doing personals. If you guys would like to connect with me on a one-to-one connection, honey, everything you need to know is in the description bar below. And I still have my anointed money oil that's selling like hotcakes, okay? Make sure you guys get that if you're looking to manifest and help with your manifestations, okay? But we are going to get into the series. We're going to go jump right into it. I ain't going to hold y'all no longer because, baby, these series are definitely something to think about. Let's get into it, okay? Stay tuned.
Imagine getting bullied so bad that you went and bought a Ouija board to make it all stop. Yes, cousins, we're back with another story time. Let's get into it. Okay, so there was a set of triplets, identical triplets at that. Now, one girl in particular stayed getting bullied because she was like the standoffish one and the shy one. So their names are Sierra, she's the oldest, Tiara, she's the middle, and also the ones that's getting bullied, and Kiara. They're all 5 minutes apart, and growing up, they spent their whole life together. Same school, same church, same household, just same everything. So over the years, Tiara's self-esteem kept dropping lower and lower because she kept getting bullied, despite the fact she had two sisters. So by this time, Tiara's in the 7th grade. Now, she's scrolling online and she happens to see a Ouija board. She ended up ordering one using her mother's credit card at that, but when it came in the mail, she hid it from everybody. Now she's secretly playing with this Ouija board over and over and over. Now she's becoming very standoffish from Kiara and Sierra because she's so focused on this Ouija board. Little did she know what's about to happen. So 2 weeks go by and nothing is happening that she wanted to happen. So one particular day as she's playing with this board, she tells the board, if nothing happens, I'm going to break you and throw you away for good. So she's shouting at this board like, how are you supposed to help me if nothing that I want done is happening? So she gets frustrated. She puts the board back into the box. She put it in her book bag and she pushes it under her bed. So that same night, after everyone went to sleep and she thought she was going to sleep, her bed started to shake. And not only did that, she started seeing shadows in her room. All of this is going on. Tiara is the only one awake. Mind you, her other two sisters are in the room with her. But she said she was not scared. So she went under her bed to get the Ouija board. She's talking to it while she's under the bed. And when she happened to look across, she's seen a pair of shoes on the other side of the bed. Now that did startle her a little bit because she knew when she came from under this bed, she's probably going to see something. So as she comes from under the bed, she see a shadow sitting on the edge of her bed from the neck down. So she asks it, why are you here? Are you here to come and take me? And she said, he said, no, I'm here to help you. So Tiara started smiling. So the shadow told her he knew everything that she was going through and he was going to take care of it. So Tiara asks him, well, how are you going to take care of it? So he taps his hand across her bed and says, don't worry about it. Just know I'm going to take care of it. What all do you want me to do? So she tells him she wants all the bullying to stop as soon as possible, and she wants them all to pay for what they did and said to her, and she wants a front row seat to it. Then to make her a lovable person that has a lot of friends that would never harm her. So he said, okay, done. However, I have a small fee for myself. So Tiara said, sure, I'll do whatever to make this go away. Now Tiara still cannot see his face. Now he told her what he wanted from Tiara. However, she wasn't fully paying attention because she realized that the voice sounded so familiar. So as he's stating what he wanted, she's focused on the voice and she shakes his hand in agreement without even knowing what he just said to her. So he left. Tiara went to sleep. So the morning comes, she wakes up like nothing happened. She gets ready with her sisters. They wash up and they go have breakfast. Now it was a Saturday, so they all planned on spending the night over at their cousin's house because also it's Halloween as well. So the triplets and all the cousins end up going to a Halloween party, which was a haunted shed. Now, Sierra and Kiera was very protective over Tiara, so they already knew once they got to this party, they was going to have their eyes and attention locked on Tiara to make sure that she was good to go. So as they walk into this haunted shed, that's when everything took a turn for the worse. She said it felt like the whole room changed into this creepy cornfield with all of these bad spirits in there. And somehow, some way, they all got split up. But the shadow deity that came to visit Tia the night before, what he wanted was souls that she agreed to give him. That's exactly what he took from this party. Tiara says she witnessed her own sisters, Kiera and Sierra's souls, leave their body. So Tiara starts to bawl her eyes out. The deity looks at her and tells her, there's no need to cry, we had a deal. The ones that was actually hurting and harming you was your own two sisters. I witnessed them do unthinkable things to you and also heard conversations about you that you didn't hear. The deity said he was coming back into this life as another life, so he had to fulfill his dues and collect souls. So Tiara's like, no, you're lying. So he began to show her conversations that she was not a part of that Sierra and Kiera was having about her. Right after that, she passed out. She ended up waking up at home looking for this Ouija board that was nowhere to be found. Outside of this Ouija board disappearing, there was also no knowledge of her even having any sisters. There was no pictures, there was no bed, there was nothing, but she do know she had memories of her sisters. Remember the credit card, her mom's credit card that she used to buy that Ouija board? There wasn't even a trace of a payment on her mom's card statement. Tiara said it was like their existence was just wiped from this earth. But she immediately gained new friends that replaced her sisters. Yeah. I actually got submitted this story at 2:23 in the morning. Yeah. Very interesting. Anyway, if you guys have any story that you want to submit to me, make sure you guys DM it to me or make sure you guys send it to my email that's in my bio. All right, I'll be back with another story time. Until then, enjoy this one.
Now, y'all know that's our girl from the other series. I hope y'all follow her. Everything you need to know concerning her page is on here. You can look on here. Everybody's page is on here. If you want to follow them on TikTok, you can check them out over there. But that's their handle. It pops up at the top every time you press play on their videos. But anyway, y'all, girl, I told y'all, these folks better stop playing. Okay, stop playing. You can't be all up in that. And see, the Lord warns us about jumping into stuff we ain't supposed to be jumping into, okay? He done let us know, like, don't be doing that. That ain't for the weak. It ain't for the weak. Let him handle that, okay? Let him handle that. See, some of these folks be trying to jump into stuff they know they can't handle, but they want to take on the challenge. It's just like how they be doing when they be wanting to challenge us. You know what I'm saying? They be wanting to challenge the chosen ones because they know that it's a challenge. But see, these folks really feel like they can handle us, but they can't. Period. They can't, because it's always going to be something that's going to come back, because we're always protected. What did he say? Grace and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, honey. Yes, indeed. Grace and mercy are angels, okay? They're definitely looking out for us, along with Archangel Michael and all of the archangels that we have in our ancestors and everybody else, okay? That's in the spiritual realm, that's out here looking out for the chosen ones, baby. I don't know why they be playing though, but like I said, when it comes to that, you know, you get it. These people be trying to get into this supernatural situation, trying to find out what it is, what's going on, and they want to know what's up, and then they end up messed up. Because see, those very angels that are looking out for us, those ancestors, they done told y'all know not to do that. If you done read the word, it lets you know, don't dive into that stuff. And I'm pretty sure your ancestors wouldn't mess around with that. If they were, they probably told you some horrible stories about it. If not, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, honey. But listen, if you have ever messed with one of them things, I want to know your story. Put it in the comments or email me about it. Let me know what's up, okay? Because we want to know. We want to know your story. Send us your story and let us know what's going on, okay? But we're going to get back into it. We got another one here, okay? Here we go.
Okay, gather around because the story might make you think twice about ever messing with the supernatural. Let's get into it. Okay, so moving past the dolls, this was my first experience with a Ouija board. So when I was about 10 years old, my mom has always told me never to fuck with a Ouija board, okay? And she would explain to me like it opens the doors to presents we don't really need. And as like a child, you know, you don't really understand what that means, you know? Honestly, growing up, I was scared of my mom. Not because she was like abusive or anything, but my mom's just a hardcore bitch and she don't fuck around. Every time I fucked around, I found out, you know? So yeah, we don't play with mama, but we love her to death. She's my best friend. Besides the point, okay? When I was about 10 years old, I was at a sleepover with one of my friends. We're gonna call her Ruby, okay? And during the sleepover, it was me, her, and then 5 other girls, and we stayed in the RV that was behind her house. And her parents, of course, stayed in the house. We were having a blast, okay? We were eating pizza, we were playing games, we were laughing, living our best 10-year-old life, okay? We're having a great time, and then pause. One of the other girls pulls a Ouija board out of her bag. When she pulled out the Ouija board, everybody else was hype as fuck. Not me. No, ma'am. My gut was already screaming, don't do it. This is a bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. I held true and made my mama proud, okay? I was like, I'm not touching that. And of course, I got called a chicken, like, you're such a chicken, like, you're so scared. First of all, bitch, I'm not the one who's got issues. Just kidding, I ain't gonna do. Of course, they start asking the board, like, is anyone there? Hello, are you here? Do you want to speak with us? Hello. For a few minutes, there was no answer. But suddenly, the planchette moves to yes. My heart dropped, okay? And all these girls are like, stop it, Ruby, stop moving it. And Ruby's like, I'm not moving it. And all the girls are like, okay, someone's moving it. But everyone's like, I'm not moving it, I'm not moving it, I'm not moving it, I'm not moving it. And here I am. Ruby then asked, what is your name? And the silence was so loud. But then Ruby was feeling, this girl was feeling brave, okay? She starts taunting this spirit. Oh, are you scared? Just tell us your name, you coward. And that is where the darkness started, bitch. The air in the RV got so thick. Then, okay, I got chills already. The planchette starts moving frantically, okay? And I'm talking like figure 8 frantically. Literally figure 8ing, bitch. I mean like this, non-stop, okay? I have, look, can you see it? I got fucking chills, bro. I don't like it. Kind of don't want to say out loud what it spelled, so I'm gonna write it down. Or maybe that's worse. I don't know. I'm gonna use sign language. And I'm gonna do it y'all's way. Did you catch that? Ruby laughed at this name and said, what kind of name is that? And I felt an instant chill run down my spine. The atmosphere just shifted, and then literally the lights just turn off. Of course, we all start fucking screaming. Like, what else are you gonna fucking do in a situation like that? I want to scream right now. Oh my God. I mean, the lights were out for probably 45 seconds until they just turned back on. And it wasn't like somebody just like flipped the power. I mean, those things flickered and then turned the fuck off. When I looked at Ruby, her eyes were rolled in the back of her head and she was completely unresponsive. Ugh. You know, me and the other girls, like, we're shaking her and we're like, Ruby, 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 trying to get her to snap back into whatever fucking realm she's in. And right after that, she just fell backwards and it looked like she was sleeping. And me and the other girls are just like, and we're sitting here thinking like this shit's a prank, you know? I know something you don't. I know something you will never. Shut up. The tension was just so unbearable. Like, all the girls were like, okay, yeah, we're going to sleep. Me? I barely slept, okay? I knew something was not right, okay? I slept for maybe an hour. The next morning, I felt off. I was the first one to get up. I'm looking around, and Ruby, nowhere to be found. So I woke everyone up, and I'm like, yo, dude, do you know where Ruby went? They're like, no. What the fuck? Okay, so maybe, you know, she went inside. Who knows? So we all are like freaking out, kind of like, where is she after what just happened last night? The fuck? And we go into her house. Oh my God, bro, chills. We go into her house and we're asking her mom, like, hey, do you know where Ruby is? And her mom's face went blank. Like, what do you mean, do I know where Ruby is? We're like, she didn't come inside, right? And her mom's like, no, So we all take off outside and we're screaming like, Ruby, Ruby, where are you? Where are you, bitch? They lived on a lot of land. And behind the RV, we start walking and there this bitch is. She's laying down in the grass, face down. Her mom goes to grab her and she's like kind of shaking her like, Ruby, wake up, because she's breathing. Ruby starts screaming to the top of her fucking lungs, okay? That scream is something I will never get out of my head. It's, yeah, no. So after she screamed, Daddy hears it. Ew, that was so southern, what the fuck? Her dad hears her scream. He comes running out. He's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And she's not saying anything. Okay, so her mom, scared as fuck, as she should be, like the rest of us, okay, she goes inside and she calls our parents to come pick us up. Boom. And keep in mind, this was a time, like, I didn't have a cell phone. I don't think any of us held a cell phone at 10. I don't know. The times are changing. It's weird. I personally did not have a cell phone. So when I was keeping up with friends, it was using the house phone to contact them, okay? Like, yeah, we had internet, but Facebook wasn't a thing. We didn't have any way to, like, contact her, like, hey, are you okay? Like, it was just, nobody heard from her and nobody called her. The scariest part of this, it gets worse. Unfortunately, she didn't return back to school the rest of the year. Okay, we're probably halfway through the year, bro. I cannot deny the fucking chills. The next year, Ruby comes back to school, but it's not fucking Ruby, bitch. I barely recognized her, and I haven't spoken to her in what, 6-7 months, right? Her eyes just looked off. They were very hollow. Her skin was pale as shit. No, I'm not talking about Edward. Sorry. There was something about her that just made me feel very unsettled. Like it's so hard to describe that feeling. It was like an unsettling darkness. That's the best way I can describe it. Like I didn't feel right, you know, and she didn't look right. But the creepiest part of all of this, I have tried to search for this girl, and you know me, bitch. You give me a name, background, where you live, your phone number, all of your email addresses, who you're related to, bitch, I will find everything, okay? I found nothing on her. Literally nothing. It's literally like she vanished. I can't find her. No Facebook, no Instagram, no Google, no True People Search, no arrest. Like, it's like she never fucking existed. I'm going to say, without a doubt in my mind, I watched that bitch get possessed, okay? And like, what you see on TV, bitch, what you see on TV shows, movies, like, it's very, I don't know. I think something's telling me not to talk about this anymore. Heed my warning. Don't fuck with the Ouija board. And I know for some people they say, oh, it doesn't work. I don't know what to tell you, okay? But no. And if you know anything about the person that she was speaking with through the Ouija board, you know now, because as a kid, I didn't know what the fuck that was, who the fuck that was, what it meant. Now that I know that, just don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. What if you open a door to something that never wanted to be found? I just think some spirits are better left undisturbed. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Now, you already know I love haunted shit, but I have gotten chills telling this whole entire story. My heat is on in this house, and I'm gonna stop talking about it, and I'm gonna get off. Love y'all, bye.
All right, this concludes our series about the Ouija board, okay? This concludes the series, and like I said, let me know y'all stories if you ever heard of somebody doing this, or if you've ever touched one yourself and found out what was going on. Like, nah, baby, you had to cleanse that energy. You had to wash it up. You had to call on somebody, call on Jesus, okay? Whoever you had to call on. Let us know your story. Send me your story to the email, or you can put it right here in the comments, and let us know what it is and what it ain't, okay? That we shouldn't be messing around with it, okay? Let us know. All right, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. I really appreciate you guys for sticking around, and I'm gonna get back to the readings and stuff, y'all. We're gonna get back into all that, but like right now, this is what we on right now, okay? But I might get back to some of the messages for this week, but just stick around. And if you want to stick around, make sure you hit that like button and share the video. Subscribe to the channel, okay? Subscribe. I love you guys very much. Get the anointed money oils, okay? I'm telling y'all don't want to miss out. Manifesting with the oils, adding on to that with you already magical, you know what I'm saying? Adding on to that, it's gonna help you, okay? It's gonna help boost your manifestations, okay? So get those. It's in the description bar below, and hit me up if you need a personal, okay? Peace and blessings. Mwah.